What's good? We back on the boxing grind. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the boxing clinic in Moore. Y'all know what it is. Boxing grind, afternoon grind. Don't forget the new tech page, link in the description. You want to learn how to, get the movies at will and don't want to pay for Netflix, pay-per-view channels, premium television channels. Head over there as well. Check out the Facebook page as well. Links in the description. If you'd like to donate to the channel and help us continue to build on what we already building, appreciate it. Also, the live boxing show, we doing it, Sunday. We did the NFL and other stuff show Wednesday. So if you want some NFL predictions and some other point of views, I had the brother Mike on and the brother Ty Foster. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Mike. So go check that on. We did it Wednesday. It should be in the archives. Did it for about an hour almost. And the boxing show is going to be epic tomorrow. A few special guests that's going to be on. But we here and we speaking on Lamont Peterson and Errol Spence. Now, I'm hearing all these different people from boxers to fans to trainers saying that Lamont Peterson is a tough fight for Errol Spence and he gonna test Errol Spence and all of this stuff. You got fans praying on Errol Spence's downfall versus Lamont Peterson, trying to rationalize any way Lamont Peterson can beat Errol Spence, and they saying, oh, he could beat him, he could do this. But wait till after the fight. That's what we talking about. After the fight, it's like a boxing tradition to discredit what a fighter gonna do. Even when these guys are trying to defy logic and trying to make this fight out to be what it's not, this is a glorified mismatch. I don't care what nobody says. Lamont Peterson is a solid fighter. It's a guy that comes on my channel, Old School Boxing, and say, oh, you disrespecting fighters. I like Coach. I'm not disrespecting no fighters. I'm telling you the blunt truth. This is a glorified mismatch. Errol Spence is getting paid $3.5 million to put a name on his resume and to slaughter Lamont Peterson. And that's what it is. Guys trying to make it, oh, it's a close fight. No, it's not. And if it's a close fight, Errol Spence shouldn't be in the same class as Keith Thurman or Terrence Crawford. And I'm not discrediting Lamont Peterson, but if you look over the course of his history, he got a lot of gifts, and he ain't really never dominated nobody for real that's on his level. Yeah, I'm not even saying Errol Spence is an elite 147 fighter. You go to 140, Bradley outworked him, beat him down. He really got beat by Victor Ortiz. He got dropped several times in that fight, I believe, and got a majority decision. Majority draw, which is bullcrap. Most people believe Amir Khan beat him. They said that Khan got 2 points taken away for pushing at the D.C. Armory, I believe it was at. BS. He got iced by Matisse. People forget that. People look at the Danny Garcia fight like, yeah, Danny robbed him. Lamont got several gift decisions. Felix Diaz, he got a gift decision over. So you look at it, and he just fought David Averizian. And he struggled with him, in my opinion. He didn't even do what he was supposed to do versus David Averizian. So how is people expecting him to do something with Errol Spence unless you don't think Errol Spence is as good as advertised? And I would respect that. Because I picked Kell Brook to beat Errol Spence. I thought Kell Brook was 2 seasons and too skilled for Errol Spence at this point. And it proved to be, true in the beginning. I didn't think Errol Spence was going to be able to survive those long rounds. With them, deeper in the fight, but I was wrong. He was a well-conditioned athlete, and he stepped it up. And the workhorse that he was in that fight and stopped Kell Brook with adjustments, and he stepped up the pace. That's what he did. And, and the same people, like I'm saying, going to come back and say, oh, Lamont Peterson wasn't nobody. It's easy in hindsight to go back and look and discredit a guy and say, oh, he wasn't that good or that. But when you pumping him up and you picking him to win or trying to give any unrational reason from him to beat Errol Spence, and then you come back around on my channel, Boxing Threads, wherever other channels, Modi Brown, Trap House, Black Fight Fan, 7A Sports, but you come back around and say the same guy that you guys said Lamont Peterson was going to give Errol Spence a run for his money and be a tough competition for Errol Spence, is going to test Errol Spence. But you turn around immediately after the fight, and yes, I said immediately and not immediately. Immediately after the fight, that's quicker than immediately. Immediately after the fight, and you turn around and call Lamont Peterson, oh, he wasn't that good, he was a bum. You know what? Lamont Peterson wasn't nobody, man. Kell Brook and Keith Thurman and Terrence Crawford still gonna dog on. No matter, this is a lose-lose fight for Errol Spence. No matter how good he looked, you guys are not gonna give him credit for this fight. Oh, Lamont was past his prime, and you're gonna start saying the stuff that I'm saying before the fight. Oh, Lamont really did this and that versus Ortiz and Amir Khan. He wasn't that. Hey, say it before the fight. Don't go out here pumping Lamont Peterson up and riding the Lamont Peterson bandwagon, and then when he get beat, jump off and discredit Errol Spence and say this wasn't a good win for him. Because by your assessment before the fight, and I'm not talking about everybody, I'm talking about whoever this shoe fits on, that's saying all this, and they out there. You know, whoever says this before the fight and turns around and tries to discredit this win for Errol Spence, I'm putting it out there. I'm not impressed if he beats Lamont Peterson. You know, but if Lamont Peterson, you know, does well versus him and beats him or pushes him to the brink, I think it changes my view on Errol Spence, because it shouldn't happen. You know, Lamont Peterson does nothing better than Errol Spence. People talking about, oh, he can move and box. This ain't Danny Garcia with Errol Spence, man. This ain't Danny Garcia. You know, this ain't. Errol Spence cut the ring off. But, you know, people trying to make stuff and try to, you know, imagine stuff the way they think it can happen and put in Fight Night Champions and think Lamont Peterson can emulate what they doing on Fight Night Champions. Throw that out the water. He dog food. He going with dog walk. He dead meat, death row, done data, trash. He out of there. He going to be waste management after this fight if Errol Spence does what he's supposed to do. You know? And that's what it is. You know, no, I'm not disrespecting Lamont Peterson. I'm calling it how I see it. You know, I don't think at this point in his career he should even be competing with Errol Spence for too long in this fight. Errol Spence should ice him. You know, since y'all say Errol Spence is a bigger puncher than Matisse, let's see it. Because Lamont will get undisciplined in that ring. And he will hook with a hooker. He will bang with a bigger banger. You know, it's the fighter in him. He's an excellent, superb fighter. And I got some good news coming. Breaking news, I'll break it now. For the Lamont Peterson Errol Spence fight, I plan to do a live commentary going live and giving you guys my 2 cents during the Robert Easter Jr. Javier Fortuna fight and during the Errol Spence and Lamont Peterson fight, giving you guys live commentary. We can have a live chat and chop it up on here live. I'll be going live right before the Robert Easter Jr. Javier Fortuna fight, by the way. And if anything changes, I'll let you guys know before it changes. And also, don't forget the live boxing show tomorrow. I got some brothers coming on that you guys can be familiar with. And, you know, that is what it is, man. Let me know how y'all feel about this. And if you think Peterson got a chance, put it in the comment section. I'm coming back for you after the fight. We gone.